after it like a son.
And it went wherever I it go.
Is it in the cupboard? Yes. Wouldn't you like to know? It was a lovely little fish.
And it went wherever I did go.
It's behind the sofa. Where can that fish be?
Have you thought of the drawers in the bureau?
It is a most elusive fish.
And it went wherever I did go.
Oh, fishy, 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 fish.
A fish, a fish, a fish, a fishy, oh.
Oh, fishy, 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 fish.
That went wherever I.
126. I also doubt that the type of activities the defendant might engage in, even if he was still a, quote, believer, end quote, would, properly considered, amount to a, open quote, serious terrorism offence, close quote.
I am you, and you are me. Why is that such a mystery?
If you want it, you got to believe.
Who are we? We're who we are. Riding on this creepy star.
We got to stand up if we're gonna be free. Yeah. If you want it, you got it. You just got to believe. Believe in yourself. 'Cause it's all just a game. We just want to be loved.
So this key remark on belief at the end by the justice is directly relevant to the whole entire case, in that what's the whole reason that he was incarcerated and put under these duresses in the first place were because of his beliefs.
They haven't said much about the meaning of life so far, have they?
Well, it's been building up to it.
Has it? Yeah, I expect I'll get onto it now.
Personally, I very much doubt if they're going to say anything about the meaning of life at all.
Oh, God, they got to say something.
They're bound to.
Yeah.
So when we now consider the Attorney General's response to the United Nations, we must then now address the Attorney General of Australia and the planning put in by the state in relation to a perceived threat to the state, which at law might demonstrate very clearly a false perception definitely laid out in evidence by Matthew Reason and the Fixated Persons Unit, demonstrating very clearly of not only the ignorance of the subject matter involved, but the sheer fixation on stopping anybody that sought to bring said subject matter to light. The sheer premise that the state can then indoctrinate you with doctrine that it believes to be true, that is in fact completely false, and so much so that it could be considered a severe abuse of international treaties and conventions, such as the right to family and the right of religion. This would also take into account, which would have allowed all of these jurisdictions to exist in the first place, therefore allowing all of these facilities to have a presence. There is a line of authority that is left to hold what is God's, which would then determine the use of the fruits. This then doesn't escape the fact that human rights abuses have taken place, which would then be construed as international war crimes that have taken place.
I wonder where that fish has gone.
You did love it so. You looked after it like a son.
And it went wherever I did go.
Is it in the cupboard? Wouldn't you like to know? It was a lovely little fish.
And it went wherever I did go.